All right, guys, welcome back here. I'm going to dive into the world of correctional policies to see if I can master everything a correctional officer needs to know in the next few minutes.
Ready.
All right, guys, as correctional officers, we are on the front lines to ensure the public safety and rehabilitation. But with ever changing landscapes of the laws, the regulations, and the best practices, it can be tough to stay on top of policy knowledge. And let's be real, it's not exactly the most exciting topic either, but trust me, it's very crucial to stay on top of policy and procedure. Without a solid grasp of policy, you're putting yourself, your coworkers, and the entire facility at risk. These policies are there for a reason. Think about it. Policy governs every aspect of our daily operations, from security protocols to incident responses, and even staff conduct. When you don't know the policy, you're flying blind. You're more likely to make mistakes, miss critical steps, or overlook essential procedures. And in corrections, those mistakes can have serious consequences. That's why I want to emphasize the importance of policy knowledge for correctional officers. It's not just about checking a box or meeting a requirement. It's about being a professional, about being safe, and about doing your job at the best of your abilities. Policies in correctional facilities serve a specific purpose, and that purpose is important for you to know. To ensure the consistency, transparency, and accountability, they provide a framework for decision making, guiding officers on how to respond to various situations and scenarios. Now, they're also to develop through the calibration process involving input from experts, stakeholders, and even frontline officers like ourselves. The policy's development process is ongoing, with updates, revisions happening on the fly. That's because policy needs to be adapted to changes, circumstances, new research, emerging trends, and that's exactly why it's essential to stay on top of the policy's current state. You don't want to be caught off guard by a sudden change that you weren't aware of. That's why you always look up the policies. Same reason you look up form numbers and stuff, because they always are making changes. Speaking of recent updates, there have been some significant changes that correctional officers need to know about. Just last year, the Department of Correction issued new guidelines on the use of force, emphasizing de-escalation techniques, proportional responses. And earlier this year, the Federal Bureau of Prison announced sweeping reforms to its housing and programming policies. These changes may seem minor, but they have a direct impact on our daily operations and safety protocols. For instance, the new use of force guidelines means that officers need to prioritize communications and empathy when dealing with violent inmates. It's not about being soft, it's about being smart. By understanding the triggers and motivations behind inmates' behavior, you can de escalate situations more efficiently, reducing the risk of injury or even death. Just because you're not using force at certain periods of time don't make you weak or soft. You're just being a problem solver at the time. But there's times you have to use force, and it's necessary, because everything we do is on a timeline. You cannot just let an inmate just sit in a dormitory, disrupt the normal operations of the institution. This is where I tell staff I work with, you need to pick your battles. Pick your battles. And before we go through this use of force organized, make sure you're in the right. Make sure you dot your I's and cross the T's. Use of forces across the United States and other countries are being scrutinized in different areas. And it's because of these changes. I know our use of force, workforce, are eyeballing the tar poop out use of forces. They watch the videos probably 20, 30 times. They see crazy things I didn't see in the video. But however, you need to stay up on the policies and procedures. It's not about being soft. If you don't stay up on this policy and procedure and you miss the update and you did something that caused the use of force that the policy said don't do, you are going to end up in some sort of lawsuit you didn't want to be involved in the first place. That's why we need to stay up to date with these policies. Another key update is the shift toward more rehabilitation programs. Have you noticed in the last year or so, I know a lot of states have gave correctional officers raises, and they increased it. And they also increased the budget for education for inmates. This means that facilities are now focusing on providing resources and services to help the inmates addressing underlying issues. They're helping them with substance abuse and mental health. This is where the government and local government are at. This is not the decision on your OIC or chief of security. This is municipal. As an officer, you're no longer just a custodian. You're the catalyst for the change. The implications of these policies updates are far-reaching. For one, they require a cultural shift within the correctional facilities. Officers need to adapt to the new procedures, new training, new expectations. It's not just about doing what you've always done. It's about doing what's best for the facilities, the inmates, and yourself and staff alike. One of the most significant changes officers face is navigating the intersection of policy practice. You might know the policy, but how do you apply it in real world situations? That's where the experience and training comes in. By understanding that's why being behind the policy, you can make better decisions at a faster pace. Expert analyst agrees that policy knowledge is crucial for correctional officers. As Dr. James Smith, a leading expert in correctional policy, notes, policy is not just a set of rules. It's the framework for decision making. When officers understand the policies, they can respond more efficiently, more effectively, and be more safe. And safety is our number one issue. We don't want to get each other hurt or ourselves. As experienced correctional officers, as John Doe puts it, policy knowledge is like having a sixth sense. It's about anticipating what could go wrong, being prepared for every situation. When you know the policy, you're more confident, you're more competent, and more efficient. It's important to know these policy updates. When it comes to policy updates, it's not just about memorizing the new rules or procedures. It's about understanding the context, the rationale, and the impact these policies are making. By staying informed, you can stay ahead of the curve, anticipating challenges, and even identify opportunities for improvement. So what does this mean for correctional officers? It means that policy knowledge is no longer a nice to have, it's a must have. It's a crucial component of your job, your safety, and your professionalism. In conclusion, policy knowledge is an unsung hero of a correctional work. It's the foundation upon which you build your daily operations for your self protocols and your entire career. By staying current, staying informed, and staying vigilant, you can ensure that you're doing your job at the best of your abilities. If you're interested in learning more about correctional officer training policies, be sure to check out the other videos I have online. And trust me, these videos are getting better by the day. And I want to help you. And when I help you, I'm helping myself be stronger in this correctional field. And don't forget to share your thoughts and comments in the section below. What do you think is the most crucial aspect of policy knowledge for correctional officers? Let me know. Put it in the comments below. Send us a message. And don't forget to do the most important thing to keep this show alive. It's to smash that subscribe button. Smash it. And share it. And have them smash that subscribe button. Let's keep subscribing to the channel.